Hi everybody, Colin here. Sorry, getting a little bit of a late start today. Just running behind, so if you'll pardon my clutter, give me a minute and I'll sort everything out here. Busy week, let me tell you. And it's just going to get busier and busier for me. But I figured I'd take some time and hang out with y'all today. Draw something Halloweeny for the month of October. I'm just logging into all the accounts here, making sure everything's going good. And trying to make sure nothing falls apart, which it seems like everything's falling apart. There we go. And just plugging everything in. Hi, Samuel Gaming. How are you doing today? Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, everything is a giant mess. That's okay. That's okay. Let me make sure the camera is nice and not tilted. Aha. That is a wee bit better, I do say. I do declare. I was recording my Drawloween video, so let me move the camera. And all this stuff out of the way. There we go. Good to hear you're doing good. I like it when people are doing good. All right. Let's do some drawing. Actually, I don't know. I'm not feeling that today. Let's work on some... I think I know what we're going to do. I think I know. I need different paper. Watercolor paper. This is what's happening. Let me get the watercolors. We are going to need our squirrel hair brush. We are going to need some water, which is there. I'm going to need maybe the inks. I don't know. Either way, we're doing something Halloweeny, and I think that's going to be fun. Maybe the inks. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. Let's just slide this out of the way and make sure we're all square on this side. Yes. Okie dokie. First page. That looks pretty good, I think. That looks pretty darn good. All right, let me just get this stuff up and running here on the back end. Logging into Twitch or trying to.
Very, very close. Yep. Impressive. Still impressive. Still see. So okay. Well now, back. Okay. Well now, back.
So I can make sure everything's working just fine on my side. Here we go. Hiya, Kevin. Kia! How are you doing out there, man? How is life treating you on this fine day? I hope great. That's the answer I'm looking for. Great, like Tony the Mo freaking Tiger. I'm just taping down my watercolor paper. So we can have some fun. Life-ending judo chops. You know what? Any day you can end someone's life with a well-placed chop to their jugular vein is a good day in my book. Do some old school blood jujitsu. Yes. All right, you guys. So the general idea is with this, on the watercolor paper, I'm going to do a nice color wash. And then that'll make a background tone for us, if that makes any sense at all. I'm just going to tone the paper in a certain color. And then on top of it, I'm going to be drawing with black ink and the white pen. Black for shadows, white for highlights. I think it'll make a fun look. But we have to decide what color we want our background to be. We could do like a pumpkin-y Halloween orange. We could do a crazy old like slime green. Maybe do some zombies or a cemetery. We could do a purple. Think Halloween-y, you guys. What are y'all feeling? I can use the watercolors or inks. I've got lots of options. Today's theme for Drawloween is Pumpkin Up the Jams. Now, I already have the artwork done. I just finished recording it like moments ago. But so don't think of this as necessarily today's we need to stick specific. We can definitely do some pumpkin-y stuff, but we can do anything. We're not hemmed in by the theme, is all I'm trying to say. While you guys are thinking about what's a nice little background color, I'm going to grab these watercolors, which keep eluding me. Where are your watercolors? I know you're here. There's all the inks. watercolors, where did you go? I love it. I love how things just disappear on me. It's great. It's really, really good. Oh boy, we might be stuck with using the inks because I have no idea where my watercolor set went. That is frustrating, but we will make a do with what we got. You can do good art with whatever. You could make good art with crayons if you wanted to. Maybe we'll do that for next live stream. Crayons. Nothing but. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to use the inks, but we got plenty of ink colors. Greens. We can make orange out of yellow and red. We got purple. I might just roll the dice. How about we do... Either or is fine with me. I was thinking something Halloweenish. Like maybe we could do a little haunted house in the background, some gravestones, some bats. How about purple? Purple sounds good to me. Give it a good shake. If we don't like it, we can always change it later. I got plenty of paper. So at this point, I just need to give it a nice big wash. I'm going to start on a corner to just see how it looks. Not bad, not bad at all. So we need our water here. I'm actually going to thin some of this down a bit. And of course, because it's me, I spill it everywhere. Yes. Yes. Addams Family-ish. We could definitely do that. So this spilled on our paper. Let's seize the moment and just get it out. Nice, vibrant purple color. Probably isn't picking up on the camera too hot for you guys, but I love the look of it sitting here, seeing it in person. Gotta work quick. Ink tends to dry fairly quickly. So we want it nice and smooth. Getting all these areas here. Just make a nice big old purple swatch of color. Monsters? Like, what do you mean? Like generic monsters or specifically a specific monster or monsters? Watercolor paper, I tape you down hard and then you just still bow and bend. I hate that it does that. I hate that it's specifically made not to swell. And no matter what you do, it swells. Good stuff. All right, we're going to let that dry. Like I said, you guys probably can't see it too hot on your side. I think it looks cool. It's very, very purple on my end, which I like. Yeah, we can slap some monsters in there. We can put in spooky old house, cemetery, bats, a moon, whatever. But generally, we're going to be drawing with either black or white. So we're going to need to start by determining a light source area. And I think what I'm going to do is put in a light source here. This looks like a nice place for a nice bright moon. But we're going to continue to let this thing dry up just a pinch. I've got new gel pens because this guy is running out. So I'm going to pop these bad boys open. Yes, Kevin, let me know how your D&D game goes too, man. I'm always interested in hearing about D&D adventures. Oh, Monsters! Right on, Monsters. Not really. That's a good idea. Maybe we'll do that. We'll see how long this guy takes. Maybe we'll do like a Herman Munster in like a green color. So this is still working on drying up. A couple damp spots here and there. We'll give it a second. Just get some of the major excess off. Give it a nice texture too. It's got these little weird areas. Hello, Bryce Dice the Great. How you doing? Okay. That's getting a little drier, which I'm happy about. Still hate how it's bowed, but you know what? There's not a ton I can do about that. All right. Good, man. Yeah, this is just toning the paper so we have a nice little area to work on. Fortunately, my watercolor paper is a little bit, it tends to bow, unfortunately. Quite a bit, so. I don't know how some people do it where the watercolor paper is like perfectly smooth. I think it's got to be a small sheet and ultra thick. Okay. So let's start by just kind of sketching out an idea here. It's probably going to be hard for you guys to see. But we're going to do like a haunted house right over here. Real spooky. A moon up here. Maybe we'll do some kind of like creature or monster down in the foreground here. So what do you guys want to see? Some like spooky, scary skeletons or dudes with melting flesh? Like, what do you want to see? Oh, hey, thanks, man. No problem. No problem. Thank you for the watch. Thank you for watching. You know, subscription is a bonus, my man. I'm just glad you like the content. All right, let's start throwing in our haunted house over here. And I'm going to kind of do it like Kevin, like you said, Addams Family style, like that Second Empire style. I like that. I like that look. It's got a big old tower right in the middle. Windows up top. Down this way, and I'm gonna have it have windows here. Ghosts and zombies sold. We shall do so. Let me get this haunted house kind of sketched in loosely. And I know it doesn't look like anything. I know you guys can't really see it on the camera. There's not a lot I can do about that right at this moment. But soon, my friends, when we put in the inks, you shall see. Patience, my pretties. Okay, it's going to have a little porch here with not a balcony, but yeah, a balcony. We'll just go ahead and call it that. Kind of looks like the Psycho house a little bit. We'll put it up on like a crag here. We'll put some spooky trees back here in the background. Because who doesn't like spooky trees? Steps leading down that way. Okay, good, 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 good. I love a good haunted house. And I always care about why it's haunted. I kept telling my wife when they were building our house, our townhouse, I should say, that I really wanted like somebody to die during the construction so they could haunt the house, and then it's free security system for life, you know? she was not nearly as enthused about that prospect as I was. All right, so then I'm going to start in the foreground here. Let's throw in some tombstones. Some kind of different. We're going to have our big old moon up here. What do you guys think? Full moon, crescent moon? What do you think would look good? It's going to be a big moon. Super big moon. All right, so some ghosts, some zombies. Let's do that. Maybe a ghost here. Ooh, that's the noise ghosts make. There we go. And we'll do a zombie down in the foreground. Maybe down here. Because he's in the foreground, we'll make his head really big. There we go. I like it. Wake the dead. Yep. Wake the dead. So good. And Goosebumps 2 looks awesome, you guys. I'm very excited for Goosebumps 2. Okay. I think I'm going to start with the ink. Give me 1 second here. Trying to think how I want to do this haunted house. Yeah, the whole thing looks really good. I'm excited. Okay. Cha-cha-cha-cha. I'm going to start out with the multi-liners, actually. I'll use the 05 for this one to get it going. And where there's black, there is shadow. Since the moon's coming this way, basically this whole side of the house here is going to be in shadow. like so. So what are you guys' favorite movies to watch for Halloween? That's what I want to know. And they don't even have to be horror movies. Like I watch, like Ghostbusters almost, once in October. And I don't really consider that a horror movie per se. There we go. Now let's get out the black inks. And I want a pretty big brush for this. Let me grab my brushes. Too big, too small. That'll do. And you'll do, I think. Sam, I agree with you on that. But there are some that, like, for whatever reason, it's a tradition. And I watch them, like, once a year. Like Ernest Scared Stupid. Incredible. What a film. I mean, kind of isn't Halloween without it to me. But, I do try to watch different horror movies too. How was The Nun? How was The Nun? Because I kind of want to see it. I like the Conjuring movies quite a bit. Living Dead Fest, it was all right. Honestly, they moved the weekend, so it was. I really hope they switch it back next year, because this weekend it had a bad combo of being both hot from the sun, wet from lots of rain, and so the ground was a swamp. So they put down hay to counteract the moist ground, and combine that with the heat, and it meant Bug City. So I hope they do it a different later in October next year. But I met some cool people and had a good time. So I mean, can't really complain too much. And it was good. All right, let's get the first of these little windowies put in. Yeah, Living Dead, it's a small show. I thought there'd be a bigger turnout too for the 50th anniversary of Living Dead, but as it was okay. All right, there we go. We're gonna keep a lot of this stuff in nice shadow. So to that end, pretty much all of this side is going to be dark. We're going to give a little window here. And then we can do a little window, let's say here. But other than that, that is all she wrote. This is why we're using the big old brushes today. Where's my water cup? Where did it go? For me, stuff to do, my man. Let's see. We got Halloween videos that need to get done. Commissions have started to pile up, which is good, but also they need to get, gotten to. Really that kind of stuff, man. Finish decorating for Halloween around here, and those are the big things. How about yourselves? Anybody got anything fun happening? All right, we'll deal with the shadows going down the hill here in a minute, but we can at least put in the edge of this hill some nice big old rocks, and we can get this tree thrown in Bob Ross style. Just, there's a tree, he lives right there. That was a terrible Bob Ross impression. By the way, sorry about that, guys. I feel like I owe you money because y'all had to listen to that. But a nice big old spooky tree over here. Spooky trees, man. Good for what ails you. Good. Halloween party. Good to hear. Costumed or not? Love Halloween parties. I did, man. Kevin, I listened to Quad City DJ's Space Jam theme song on a constant loop. Come on and jam. Come on and do the slam. Quad City DJs, guys, look it up. The Space Jam theme song, look it up. Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. Space Jam has the distinction of being the only film that has ever made me care about basketball ever. There we go. That's cool. It is costumes. Right on, man. Let's board these windows up just a bit. Good, good, good. Going as a werewolf, right on, my man. Yeah, like a wolfman werewolf or like a fully transformed into a wolf kind of werewolf? There's a huge difference. Okay, so our tower is there, so that means this would come to do the slope of the roof, like so. There we go. Hopefully this is starting to come together for you guys and you can start to see like where we're going with the whole darks and lights situation. Fully transformed werewolf, right on, man. This year I'm going as a hobo. I don't know. Probably not a hobo. I don't know what I'm going as. Okay. Come on and jam. Damn it, Kevin. You've gotten the Space Jam theme song stuck into my head. Thank you. Come on and slam. And welcome to the Jam Jam. Talking about that Space Jam. Oh my god, the Deep Blue Sea theme song. The LL Cool J. So I forgot all about that. I need to put that on my Halloween jock jams list. Cause that's a bit of all right, that is. That right there is a bit of all right. Okay, put in the underside of this, not a bridge. Porch. This canape. Deepest, bluest. My hat is like a shark fin. Amazing. It's got just this little tiny bit of lip there. So we know there's a shadow. Boom, 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 boom. A light up skeleton. All right, yeah, favorite Goosebumps. Let's get right into the Goosebumps, man. Cause I love it. Let's see here. Give me a second to think about it. It's not one of those not one of those facts of piece of information I have right off the top of my head. So give me a second to think. It's like every time I come up with an answer, I'm like second guessing myself. You know, with like oh no, that's not right. Okay, a weird one I really love is a later one, which those get a little dicey. But it's I Live in Your Basement. What a weird book that is. I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's one that sticks out to me just because it's very strange. You know, and I love strange. I also in the strange, I love the Camp Jelly Jam. Like, do you guys remember that Camp Jelly Jam? It's got that weird freakish guy on the cover, and the whole twist is that the kids have to compete in athletic competitions to see who gets to serve this great jelly mass that lives under the camp. Like, that's weird as all get out. I love it. I do. All right, some of these angles are getting hard to tackle. I would have to say one of probably my most favorite Goosebumps book. As a kid, I really liked The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight. I think that's a good one. Oh, thank you, Kevin. Yeah, man. We went last night and started our third degree 2-person routine, which is Thunder and Wind Fighting Staff. So it's a 2-person long staff routine. So that's awesome. I've been excited about that for a while. But thank you very much, man. I do appreciate it. Okay, so this here is all in shadow. Hmm. Yeah, Goosebumps, favorite Goosebumps. There's so many good ones to choose from. Welcome to Dead House is still probably on my top 10 list. Maybe out of pure nostalgia because, you know, that's the one I started with. A Night in Terror Tower, also of one that I really, really liked as a kid. Up top here, a big circular window. There we go. That's coming along. What do you guys thinking? Does it feel like a haunted house to you as you see it? And feel free, be honest. You know, you guys never have to be afraid with me to let me know your opinions. If there's something that doesn't work or that needs changed, please let me know. shadow there. That living dummy, right on, right on. Okay, so now we're going to do the porch here. Which I've decided to raise up a bit, which is the good part about doing this. You can raise things up. Yeah, I'm looking forward to going to class tonight. They just started a Thursday night class, which is awesome, to get in a little more practice so we can keep going with the fighting stabs. Very excited about that. Okay, fill in this. This side's in shadow. Boom, boom, boom. And then here's the big long steps going down. So Kevin, I think what I'm going to do at the end here with this, the background, that purple is just, that's how it is. You know, it's got little areas here. That's just how it's going to be. What I am going to do though is when we're done, we're going to go in with the white paint pens and we're going to add in highlights. Lower your expectations is all I'm going to say to that. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's exciting, but we're no like Bruce Lee or anything, you know. We're you know, we just like what we do, but we're not like crazy about it, but you know, like we're not like insane, like practicing 6-7 hours a day, because to be like Jackie Chan levels, I mean, that's what you have to do. You have to eat and breathe that kind of stuff. But you know, we get by, we like it, we have fun with it, and the forms are really cool, and I feel like they've been looking a lot better. For me, I've really enjoyed the long staff form I had to do for third, which was cool. We had to do that, and then a spear form, which I also liked quite a bit. Okay, that's shadowed in there, which means that's shadowed there, which means we'll have to go in with a paint pen to do a line just there because I messed it up. Because that's how I roll, you guys. Three, four. There we go. I think that's starting to look kind of haunted housey. I like that. One thing we can do though is definitely, I'm just going to use the pen for this. Do more. Do more of these little like the grading things. I know they have a name. in architecture. That'll help differentiate the roof line there on that side. Good, 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 good. Gordon Liu. Oh, I know, man. His 3-section staff, seeing Gordon Liu with the 3-section staff, amazing. Okay, there we go. I like that. That's coming along. Hi, All About Art. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing awesome. Like myself, I'm doing awesome. And you know what, Bob Ross? What the heck? Let's just add in another happy little spooky dooky tree back here. Just let the brush go where the brush goes. There we go. Good, good, good. I like that. That's coming along. Let's start adding in some tombstones down at the bottom. Remember our lights here. So we're going to leave the tops open. One thing we're going to do then too, before we get too far into it, is add in some shadows for the house and the grounds. There's like a little rock jutting out here. Thank you very much, All About Art. You know, I've never done anything quite like this before, so I figured what the heck, I'd give it a whirl, see how it turns out. You know, it's kind of like for me, like, what's the worst thing that can happen? You know what I mean? Like, it just, you know. The, whatever art supplies I own, are we... Okay, Kevin, now you specifically said a zombie. That's one zombie. Not a horde. This is important. So, are we going with traditional, like, Romero rules? Like, the zombies can be killed if you incapacitate the brain? Because if it's like Evil Dead rules, like, just forget about it, you know? Like, I'm dead. That's all there is to it. But yeah, that's what I need to know, because my answer is going to change depending on what you say to that. Half a dozen zombies, but Romero rules where they're slow moving and the brains can incapacitate them. Now, do you guys consider carpentry an art? Because again, that will change my answer. Carpentry, you know, the art of building things with power tools. I definitely think it's an art. Because then Then the power drill might be handy. Actually, yeah, I'll show you, because that's what my other thought was the T square, specifically this bad boy, which is huge. Like it keeps going, man. Like you can get a really good like double grip on this sucker and still have room to bury this in someone's head. I think it'll break after one though, but still, that would be a good one. Or this triangle, because again it's huge and it's super duper sharp, and I think I could bury it through someone's brain even though it's plastic. Yeah, I think I could bury that in someone's brain if needs be. Like I think it's strong enough to get at least one. Okay. Let that section dry up a bit. Let's continue on with our say there's a rock there behind this tombstone. It'll help to differentiate the edges, which is what we need. Maybe I will, Bryce. We definitely got a ghost in there. We got a zombie here. We could probably put a witch on a broom up in here somewhere. I don't know about the guy running. That might be a little tough, but I'll see what I can do. Okay, but no promises, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'll see what I can do, but I like the idea. I like your enthusiasm. Okay. And this tombstone here is going to be a little different. So it's going to be one of those old like 1700 style tombstones. We're going to do it like that. But yeah, we'll try, man. We'll try and see what we'll see what shakes out, you know. This one's going to have those like a skull with angel wings. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, like old school like 1700s type. There we go. All right, you guys, here's your next job assignment. I need some like fun tombstone names. So give me some like fun puns or, something like that. All right, Sam, take care. Enjoy your haunted attic. That sounds great. You guys think of some punny names or something like that. Maybe some like dates of death, you know? And how about in front of one of these, we have a big old Halloween zombie hand coming up. Let's do another little bit of big old rock here. Maybe this tombstone is casting a shadow this way. That can also help us put our hand in, which is going to be coming up like this. There we go. I like that. That's good. That's good. All right. Let's move over to our ghost. We're going to do just the back side here. The side that's away from the light, of course. Fill in these gaps here. There we go. He's not trying to scare you. He's just got a really good deal on some discount tires and he wants to tell you about it. There we go. I like that. We know where he's at in the picture. Without being too crazy, we'll go in with the white. You guys have also got to determine, do we want a full moon or a crescent moon or somewhere in between? Maybe we can have like a witch up in there or something. Let's move on to our undead gentleman, shall we? I usually like to start with the eyes and the eyebrows. I need a little more juice. So we're going to start with like his brow ridge here. And as the light's coming from this direction, it's going to be mostly on top of him. I haven't drawn in a face, so this is all like freehanding it now. He's got an A on his face like Captain America. Maybe he's going to eat some Taco Bell and McDonald's. I don't know. Okay, and again, we're going to use real deep blacks where the shadows are. Which is definitely going to be around his eyes. Under his gaunt cheekbones. Well, guys, what do you think? Should he be like an old rotting zombie, or we could make him like a creepy, kooky guy that might own this house? You know? Give him a smile and a top hat or something like that? I don't know. Either way, there's his ear. Chin. No problem, Bryce. No worries. You eat, I'll draw. Give him some irregular teeth. One of them's going to be gone. Maybe this one right in the middle. There we go. I know, right? It's like I've had lots and lots of practice. The last thing I ever want, like, I'm not a big Dennis fan. So, I mean, that's like, ugh. I just tried to tap into, like, what is the thing I want the least in my life? And that Dennis thing, that might be like the third or fourth thing I want the least in my life. First, of course, is being stuck on an airplane in flight because, God, I hate those airplanes. And it's filled with spiders. And the only food they're serving is onions and coconut. I'll take the dentist torture any day over that. Ugh. Actually, that was a good bit of research went into that. Uh, I looked up a lot of like, how should I put this? Like 17th and 18th century or early turn of the century, like mental institution pictures to get those like the medical straps. That is some disturbing stuff. And like the thing on her face. Ugh. Ugh. Also, if you ever want to never be able to sleep again, look up like um, disgusting dental pictures. That will disturb you. But yeah, I'm glad it turned out really good. I'm glad you liked it. I can't see anything with this light here. So we're just going to have to go off of best guesstimate. Yes, I'm glad you enjoyed the straps drawing. That means I've done my work well. And I hope the dentist guy came out good too. I wanted to make him super creepy looking. Okay. Give this zombie a nice tie because he's a classy dead gentleman. One, two, three. Keep it classy, everybody. In a nice suit and tie. He looks great dead. Ooh. You guys had a white Sasquatch. I remember you were telling me about that. That's cool. What's the name of the podcast? Okay, there we go. Some nice dark shadows under there. And for that undead gentleman of taste, there we go. Hello, Bryce. Braith? I'm just going to call you the Great. And yes, that creeper, man. Ugh, creepy. All right, so what do you think, you guys? Should this guy have like a falling out eyeball or an intact eyeball? Should he be wearing like a hat or I don't know. I'm not feeling the hat with this for his suit. Like this suit doesn't matter. This is a modern suit, so I'm going to nix the hat. Should he be bald or have some hair? What do you guys think? Sasquatch Chronicles. Nice. I'll have to check it out, man. That sounds awesome. Love a good Sasquatch story. He's out there. One day, I don't know, one day I kind of hope that I live long enough to see evidence of a Sasquatch, you know. That would be so cool. Like real honest to God, they're like proven beyond all shadow of a doubt. Medical science and any kind of science now agrees. Squatches is for real. What a time to be alive. So what do you guys think? Hair or like a big old gaping head wound? And there's another gravestone back here, it looks like. No hair? Sold. How about the eyeball falling out of his head or some? We can do some. What else is something spooky and fun we can throw in here? We got a zombie, a ghost, a big old full moon. We could do some bats, a haunted house. we can do a tree like back here. Maybe with a noose hanging from it. Let's do that. That sounds great. So here it comes down. Here's some like rocks here. So we kind of get an idea of where this hillside is. And then right about here, let's have it. Big old spooky tree. And we'll do a noose. Vampire? I don't know if we have enough room for a vampire, but I'll try what I can. I'll see what I can do. Favorite cryptids? Okay, so of course the Mothman is up there. Bigfoot. The Squonk. Have you guys ever heard of the Squonk? It's specifically a Pennsylvania cryptid. I like the Squonk. The Skunk Ape, which is basically just what they call Bigfoot down south. But still, it's called the Skunk Ape. That's awesome. Jeff the Talking Mongoose. Hmm. Trying to think of some other ones that are like really fascinating to me. I would think the Mothman's probably my number one. It's just so weird, you know. And I love weird. That shouldn't surprise anybody. Spooky old Halloween tree going in. How about you guys? What are your favorite cryptids out there? A Squonk is from the north central PA, like the pine forests out there. The Squonk is this little weird creature that's said to cry. And that's his big thing. He's like crying. So if you hear like a child's crying in the woods at night, it's probably the Squonk. He doesn't kill you or anything, but if you see him, he turns into a pool of tears to get away from you. It's so randomly weird. I absolutely love it. Like, that's so stupid. Like, why is he crying? Like, doesn't he want help? And if he wants help, why does he turn into a pool of tears? Thank you, Hypebot, and thank you, Slender Waffle 52. One of my favorite creepypastas and one of my favorite breakfast items. Together at last. I like it. Let's do another tombstone here. And let's draw that noose in there. A Spanish guy that lost his car. I don't know. What do you call a Spanish guy that lost his car? Okay, cool. And then let's do another tree coming off here. I think it'll balance out the picture real nice. Carlos. That's good. I like that. That's funny. A Chinese car thief. I don't know. What do you call a Chinese car thief? All right, we're just going to leave this eye intact then. There we go. Oh, that's bad. That's real bad. All right, you guys, let's get the moon thrown in here and all this other fun stuffity doo does. So I'm going to start off with our moon. This is the big old paint pen. This is actually acrylic paint, white, and it's very, very opaque, which is what I need. Actually, let me erase some of the stuff like this in our friendly ghost. We'll make the moon nice and full. Because that's spooky, right? Spooky full moon. It says cha on it. Oh, I love the tick. I'm glad he stopped chair face before he got too far. There we go. We're going to get a lot of white coming out of this thing. A lot of paint. before we get too much further, I think we're going to stop right there for now. So I give that's a good look. Don't always do that. Don't do that. Cha up in here. For now, I think that's good. Okay, cool. So you can see what the white's doing so far. Hopefully. And then we can go in and do things like here on our haunted house. Just in the light areas we can do that. All those edges where the light's hitting. These sides of the shutters. This side of the house. This side of the awning. Like so. We'll do one there. The pillars. On the outside of the house. And like little things like the railings here, the not banisters, but the tops of the windowsills, they'd be getting some light. Top of that railing. Tack top of this railing too. There we go. So that's coming along. This is a good point too, because this kind of shows me where some of the shadows I need to put in are on the house. It's like these things need to be shadowed a little more. Here would be a bit of a shadow. Here. And so on and so forth. And then we can go without the big white one. I'm going to go down to the smaller size jelly rolls. Like so. There we go. I like how that's coming along. We can do a similar thing here with the tops of the tombstones. Just where the light hits them the most. Give them a bit of a highlight. go. Like a so. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Bryce the Dice. Bryce. I'm sorry. I cannot talk today. The Great. Thank you very much. Kind of like that. Like I said, anywhere that there's kind of a highlight, throw in a little bit of this white. And the purple is like our mid-tone in the middle. Okie dokie. We're going to switch back over to this guy. Because there's some on the trees. Oh, there's a little piece of dust there. Get it here in a minute. Yeah, I've been wanting to try this technique for a while. I've seen other pictures like this of people that do stuff like this on Instagram. I've seen like very old school paintings that use this, like Disney would put out and stuff. So I thought, what the heck? I'd give it a try, and I'm really having a lot of fun with it. I like the contrast of like the blacks with the whites, etc. I find that very appealing, you know. Okay, there we go. A zombie hand. And of course, on our Mr. Dead here. Should have erased a little bit of this before I went in. That's okay. That is okay. Let's give him a head wound. Uh-oh. Ugh. Dang it, that hurt. And we'll give him a couple little hairs sticking out here and there. There we go. That's good. Thank you very much. Sorry about that. It was like, ooh. That was a doozy. There we go. So I left a little bit for the eyes there, so the purple tone can be the pupil, and kind of it's like not very not very pronounced. Yeah, I know, man. I need to get more what's the word I'm looking for? Like promote more or something. But I'm glad you are enjoying it. That's the most important thing to me. Isn't necessarily how many people are watching, it's that the people that are watching are really enjoying it. That to me is the most important thing. Okay, but he's coming along, and let's go over to this tree here. I really enjoyed this working in this style. So if you guys like it, let me know, because I think I might try to do another Halloween piece in this style. I really enjoyed it a lot. Okay, did you guys come up with any kind of fun names for these tombstones? They might just be getting some RIPs on them. Oh, our ghost. How could I forget? I'm like an idiot here. He's going to be very, very white. So what we're going to do is down near the shadow areas, the white's going to taper off. And we're just going to leave that purple as kind of like the shadow. But yeah, he's going to be pretty darn white. You know, because of course he is. He's a ghost, man. It's the easiest costume, just a bedsheet with holes poked in it. Love a good bedsheet ghost. Did you guys see that bleak, depressing movie Ghost Story from a couple of years ago? Kevin, excellent. If you come across some, like, I don't know, loud gangbangers blaring rap out of their car, you got to crank mine up and you got to outdo them. Actually, don't do that because you'll be shot to death, and that's. I need all the followers I can get. Oh, what's that? Why am I getting sound now through somewhere? Mixer just decided to start making sound. I don't know why. But okay, that's fine. Okay, I need a lot of the paint to come out of here. So come on, paint. Don't be out of juice just yet, man. I need you for a little bit longer, pen. Oh, there's a big old glob of paint in there. Here. That is messy, but that helps. Get a little bit of better flow here. Stay on target. Stay on target. I'm going to be making a Target run here in a couple minutes because they have Halloween stuff. I need to switch over to just like pure white acrylic and just brush it on. All right, I'm going to have to let that ghost dry before I can fill in some gaps, but it probably looks pretty good for you guys, but I can see some streakiness here as I'm seeing it in person. Okay, last but not least, then I do have to dash. Let's put in some Halloween bats because, you know, that's a thing we're going to do because that's Halloweeny. So I'm going to start back here and just ba-boom, throw some in real easy. As they recede, they get just smaller. And as they come out, of course, they get bigger. Some of them do at any rate. And the little dots for their heads. Ooh, and I don't want to get my hand in that white and then smear it all over the place. Cool. Okay, I dig that like a garden. All right, guys, that's all I can reasonably do for now. I got to run, pick up Maria from work. We got class tonight. You know what? You know what? More bats. Over here. I got to do it. The picture's unbalanced, but I do got to dash after this. So let's get them in quick. Let's get them in dirty. Just so everything balances out. I like it. Thank you, Nathan. This was something I just wanted to try. I've seen other people do things similar to this in old school styles, so I figured what the heck, right? Give it a whirl and see what shakes out. And I've really, really enjoyed the heck out of this. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, Kevin. I will have good kung fu. RIP, you got to throw that in there. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for indulging me, guys, and letting me play and have fun. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you're enjoying your Halloween, and we will see you all next week or sooner. I don't know if I have time. We'll see you. Bye-bye.